If you've got a child with autism and diarrhea, you're going to want to stick around and watch this video. It's been estimated that up to 90% of children with autism have something called gut dysbiosis. And what this means is they have an overgrowth of bad bacteria, a fungal overgrowth, or they have a lack of good gut bacteria. So if you suspect this with your child, you're going to want to go ahead and get something called a comprehensive stool analysis. And one of the top stool tests you can get right now is called the GI map test. This test is going to give a detailed breakdown of what's going on in your child's gut so that the doctor can formulate a treatment plan. One of the most common gut infections is something called Clostridium. This particular strain of bacteria gives out something called propionic acid, which can have a negative effect on an autistic child's brain. Another thing that's common with kids on the autism spectrum is an overgrowth of Candida or yeast. And if you find an overgrowth of bacteria or yeast, there's a good chance that this is one of the underlying causes of their autism. This test can also show if they have low levels of good gut bacteria. And the good gut bacteria is needed to crowd out the bad bacteria or a fungal overgrowth. And lastly, this test can show if we have something called intestinal permeability going on. And if you do have intestinal permeability going on, harmful proteins like casein and gluten can get in the bloodstream. And casein in particular can have an influence on something called folate receptor autoantibodies, which can block folate from reaching their brain. So that'll wrap it up. This is called the GI map test. I highly recommend you guys get this test. And that's all for now.